Hi guys, this is Naomi here again, and as I promised you in the previous video, I'm going to show you how to find your birth chart, and within your birth chart how to find your rising sign, or also called ascendant sign. And believe it or not, generating a birth chart is actually super easy. There are different birth chart generator softwares, and many of them are free, and that's one of them. I'm going to show you today how to use it. But what you really need is your time of birth. So it's not just the date of your birthday and the birthplace, but also the time of your birth, and it has to be the exact time. So within a few minutes, that's fine, but yeah, it has to be pretty accurate, because one thing you don't want to do is that you kind of, guesstimating your time of birth, and then you generate a chart, and then you're wondering why this one doesn't resonate with you at all. It's because you generated someone else's birth chart, so that would not make any sense. So just make sure you have the time of birth. There are a few ways to find it out. You can obviously ask your parents if they're still around, ask your mom, your dad, or actually anyone else who was present at the time of your birth. You can also look at your birth certificate. In some countries it's written on the birth certificate, and in some countries it's not. So again, you just have to do your work to find out. And if you're still not able to find the time of your birth, then you can actually ask a professional, and you can have your birth chart rectified. It's called birth chart rectification, and so they can actually find out your time of birth even if you don't know it. Okay, but I would say that would be your last resort. Just try all the other options, what I just mentioned. And ideally, you already have the time of your birth. So if you do have it, then grab it, and I'm gonna talk you through what you need to do. Okay? Just a heads up, I was actually going to make a video with a screen share. So I would have been on a small screen and, screen share the website, and while I'm logging in and doing the things, you would just follow along. But unfortunately, the audio on my laptop for some reason is really, really bad. So I couldn't do it. I mean, I could have, but it was just a really bad quality. So I decided to literally just walk you through what we are going to do. And again, it's super easy. And I also have some actual birth charts. One, and there is another one. So they are actually printed out from the website called Astrology, what we're gonna use today. So, it will be easy for you to follow along and understand. All right, so in your Google search bar, just type in AstroSeek. It's ASTROSEEK. So AstroSeek, and also write birth chart, just because on AstroSeek there are so many other things you can see that you just want to make sure that you land on the right page. So again, it's AstroSeek free birth chart, and so just Google that in, click on it, and it should come up. Now, once you are on that page, all you need to do, you just start typing in your birth details. There will be a little column for your date of birth. You're just gonna put the date of birth there. Then you're gonna put the time of your birth. Again, it will be right next to it. You can't miss it. You just type your time of birth. And then underneath there is a column, and you put your birth city. So with the birth city, you pretty much just type the first three letters, and then it should automatically come up. So you can find your own birth city. If you cannot find it, you can still manually put in what's that called? The details. The right word doesn't come to me, but like when you put in the coordinates, and then you can do it manually as well. But 9 out of 10 times, unless you were born somewhere really isolated or a very small place, it should come up. Okay? So then you put your birth city. So now you have all the information there. And then underneath you will see like a big blue button, and it says calculate chart. So all you need is just click on it. But before you click it, I would ask you that you will see a line and it says extended settings, house system aspects and orbs. And again, in that column, you're just gonna click on it and it will open up. And it will just scroll down and you will see all different words. The first one called Placidus. And the reason for it, because by default, AstroSeek is using Placidus, it's a system using Placidus when generating a birth chart. By default, that's what they use. But we don't want to use Placidus, and most people don't want to use Placidus. I'm not going to go into details why. Just understand that what you want to click on is called whole sign. So again, in the extended settings, you just click on it. It comes down quite a few options, and once you see the one that say whole sign, you're gonna click on whole sign. And then once you do that, then you're gonna go and you can calculate your chart. Okay, so that's all you need to do. Once again, you just put your birth details, including the time of your birth, and then before you click calculate chart, you're gonna open the extended setting option, and within that you're gonna find the one that called whole sign. Okay, whole sign, and then you calculate your chart. Now once you calculate your chart, you're gonna see something like this. Obviously this is someone else's birth chart, so it's not gonna be exactly the same, but this is a birth chart. Okay, and then there is another one on the other side. Okay, so I hope you can see it. So you should see something like this, because this is, again, it's from AstroSeek. This is one of the most commonly used birth chart generator in the whole world. Another one called astro.com. Both of them are free, both of them are great. But this is what I use for my clients, and this is what I use for myself and friends and family as well. Okay, so once you have your chart, at least now you will see your chart, but you're probably still not sure how to find your ascendant within. Now, when you see the chart, again, just if you look at this one, if you haven't actually done it while I'm talking, then you see here, ASC. So on your screen, on the left hand side, you're gonna see these three letters, ASC, and that is your ascendant. And that ASC is going to fall in the first house. So when you see number 1, that is the first house, and the ascendant always falls on or within that first house. And then on the outer edge, you will see all the zodiac signs. So once again, I'm just gonna bring it back. Hopefully it's not too annoying that I'm keep showing and I'm not showing, but I just want to make sure that you understand. So again, here, as you can see, ASC, and then on the outer edge of that, you see a glyph, and then see another glyph. And so there are 12 glyphs, 12 zodiac signs, and there are 12 houses. And so every zodiac sign belongs to one house. And you want to see the one that belongs to house number 1. Why? Because this is your ascendant. And again, if you can't recognize that glyph, you may or may not can recognize the glyph, doesn't matter, because all you do right under the picture, what you see, you just scroll down, and then all the information, the description will come up. And the first thing it will come up, first house, ascendant, and it's gonna say the zodiac sign. Okay, so again, find the first house, which is always the left hand side on the screen, on the left hand side. Okay, okay? That will be the number 1. And then when you look at, follow that house, you see on the outer edge, you're gonna see a particular zodiac sign, and that is your rising sign. Again, you just scroll further down and you will see all the description, and then you can read your what is your rising sign or what is your ascendant sign. So in this case, for example, in this particular one, this person has the ascendant in the sign of Capricorn, because this is the glyph for Capricorn. If you look at the other one here, for this person, the rising sign, again, house number 1, and the outer edge is the zodiac sign. So for this person is, what is this? This is Scorpio, okay? And again, you just scroll down and you can read the actual name of that zodiac sign, okay? And I would not really recommend to read through exactly what's in the birth chart just yet, especially if you've never seen a birth chart before. Maybe just focus on your sun, moon, and rising sign. Having said that, if you want, of course, you can do that, but it might just gonna be an information overload, okay? All right, so that's it. That's all you need. Remember, it's free to do. All you need is the time of your birth, and then just follow through what's on Astrology, follow the steps, generate your birth chart, look at the left-hand side of the screen where house number 1 is, and whatever zodiac sign is there, that is your rising sign, that is your ascendant. And as one of my favorite astrologer, Pam Gregory, always says, that once you generate your birth chart, once you see your own birth chart, this is the first step of your astrological journey. And that is really true, because once you see it, you understand that you are so much more than just your sun sign or even your moon sign. And yeah, you will see your chart. Again, it might not gonna make much sense to you, because again, you're gonna see something like this with lots of lines in it and lots of, blue and red colors. But don't worry, don't get stressed, because you don't have to understand any of that. But once you know your rising sign, at least you can read and learn about your rising sign, that the rising sign is just as much part of you as your sun sign. And in some cases, especially when we are still in our teens or 20s, the rising sign is often more dominant than the actual sun sign. Okay, so I hope this video was useful. Feel free to drop in the comment, once you find out your rising sign, what is your rising sign, if you're surprised by it or not, if you resonate with it or not. Just, leave a comment. That would be nice to read what you guys think. And that's it for now. So see you very soon with a new video. Ciao.